Beat up my friend will enjoy a strip search at the airport and jail time. Okay.
OP.
This is OKOP. I'm Samuel Donner.
And I'm John Frye.
And we tell the funniest stories on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And John, do you remember ever being like, what's like the most you've ever been searched going through security?
I did actually get stopped in Iceland.
Oh,
in Reykjavik, randomly selected, and they took me down to like a room and they opened up all my bags and like kind of went through everything. And
oh, wow.
I was also nervous because at the time, like I had like run out of my ADD medication and my mom had sent me some.
Oh,
so I had some just like unmarked, just like
pills.
Pills just in my bag. And I was like, I was sweating, but nothing happened. They just went through everything. And then they're like, all right, you're free to go. And literally like, the plane had been like loaded and boarded for like 20 minutes. So I just awkwardly like walked in.
And so did you hold up the plane because of that?
I literally held up the plane. They were just down there opening my bags, just taking their time. And I was like, what?
Honestly, that's rough. And if you want to protect John's valuables, maybe join our Patreon. We just started a Discord server for everyone who joins the Patreon. And it's popping.
It's popping off. Like it's been really fun to actually have conversations with you guys, because it's like slightly impossible on TikTok on all the comments. Yeah. And you'll also get to hear some more stories like me getting searched in Reykjavik. So
yeah, but with that, let's get into the story.
Let's do it.
Beat up my friend will enjoy a strip search at the airport and jail time. So this was June of 2011, and it happened over the course of just one day. One of her family friends had a younger sister in her early 20s. And it had later transpired her partner was being abusive to her for the year prior, hitting her, taking her phone, taking advantage of her. These were just some of the examples I can remember.
Awful.
But it was clear he was a horrible piece of work. She'd apparently gone to the police, but they didn't take her seriously. The extent of what she may have said to them is totally unclear, but just awful relationship.
Yeah, terrible.
On the day this all happened, he had woken up early, having packed a suitcase the night before. He told her he was going away with the boys for a week. He wanted her phone to take with him. He wanted her phone.
Bruh, get your own damn phone.
And a fight broke out, and he ended up punching her.
Jeez.
But she was able to kick him fairly hard right in the old nutsies. Ba-bang.
Family jewels.
Family jewels. Those jewels be broken.
Yeah.
She left him, leaving him crying and in agony, and she took the chance and ran out of the house they rented. He evidently left sometime later and went off to the Manchester airport for his 5:30 p.m. flight to Berlin. She was seen by my cousin's friend at McDonald's with a hoodie trying to cover her face, which was unusual for her to do. Seeing her in a bit of a state, the friend immediately called my cousin, who lived less than a mile away from the McDonald's, and she went over. She picked her up, and there was a big emotional breakdown of the details of what she had been doing and what her boyfriend had been doing to her. Later in the afternoon, there were 5 or 6 of us, including the girl, all at my cousin's, plotting on what to do about this boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
We had various ideas, all of which were violent, I'm sure. My cousin said she wasn't waiting for him to come back and took the details of his flight and proceeded to call the Berlin airport 30 minutes after the flight was scheduled to leave Manchester.
Interesting.
She speaks near perfect German due to her being with a German guy since she was 21. She gave his description and mentioned he was walking funny as he has bags and bags of coke up his backside.
Oh boy.
She was hoping the kick in the crotch would impact his ability to walk and give it credibility.
Oh.
There was something unique about his suitcase, but I can't recall exactly what it was. Suffice to say, it would aid immensely in identifying the handful of people who would match his description of age, height, clothes, etc., leaving a particular flight. She told them he had text messaged a friend bragging he got through the Manchester airport with no issues. At best, we had hoped they would take him somewhere when he landed, and he would be searched, and it would disrupt the start of his holiday. Turned out, the kick to the crotch was absolutely vital. As they intercepted the man walking gingerly through the gate at Berlin as being the one who had been reported. He was strip searched and had some form of scan, and as if karma herself had stepped in, he actually had a condom up his backside with cocaine for him and his friends to use during the holidays.
Wow. Just wow.
Our friend had no idea he was a user, but it was a great stroke of fortune for all of us here. He was arrested and accused of attempting to smuggle a lot more. They said he must have disposed of it after Manchester somewhere, thinking he had rumbled and hadn't retrieved them all. They floated the idea of 10 years prison time, thinking that that would help him get into a confession. In the end, he served 18 months at a prison in Germany after admitting he had smuggled the one bag, and that was it. But rumor has it they knocked 12 months off due to some office agreement. I have absolutely no idea if that part is true, but he definitely got jail time. When he came back home, he relocated some 90 miles away, and I couldn't be sure of the last time I remember hearing anything about him. We did mull the possibility that he moved away, concerned that he'd made more enemies at home and maybe thought someone close to home had involvement in all this. My friend relocated, but to another city within Europe. She has her own practice there, where she is now a grief psychologist. It isn't the story we often look back on, given it was born out of complete evil, but it forever reminds me that a kick in the balls can really take a man down.
Truly. I mean, like, karma is truly there.
Yeah,
And
karma is a bitch.
Proves the case.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that, like, also that kind of worries me that it's as easy to get someone to be strip searched as just saying, like, giving them a description and a random tip.
Yeah, that was wild. And the fact that, like, all of those things aligned, like, he actually had the coke. I mean, like, insane.
So bad. But you know what else is insane?
Ooh.
Our Patreon Discord.
Hey. Join us and check it out. We just launched the Discord and it's been awesome. Like, dope conversations are being had, and people are even giving us perks to level up the Discord for more benefits for everyone involved.
And you get to tell us what you want. So don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, support us on TikTok and Spotify. And if you want to be a real one, support us on Patreon.
Oh, yes. Join Casey, Xenophorius, Davine, Muhammad, Amanda, Will, Connor, Desiree, Keegan, and Kathy Quigley.
See you soon.